Hey guys, this is Seagrove, and today I wanted to show you about the different levels of being a professor. There's basic stage 1, stage 2, just like we have basic stage 1 and stage 2 Pokemon. And you can actually get, if you watched the last video, I was showing you some of the rules and resources, and if you can get there from this page. If you go to where it says organize events and then become a Pokemon professor. You scroll down and it sort of explains the different ranks. So I'm not really going to touch on VG because I don't know much about that. But you start off as a basic organizer or TCG judge, and it sort of explains what that is: registration, helping getting people signed up for a tournament, getting a new player, their Pokemon ID if they need a Pokemon ID, understanding the age divisions, juniors, seniors, masters, reporting after a tournament and after a season. You actually have to go through and report everyone who came. And then venue details, I'm assuming, is just like sort of coordinating with a venue. Basic TCG, basic deck construction for the judge, understanding intro concepts, how to set up a game, how to resolve a game, and I'm not sure what intended activities means, but. And then by the end of your first year, to keep your basic, you have to staff at least 6 events per year. Then if you want to move up to stage 1, you have to staff 8 events, and you can do this in your first year of being a basic. Staff 8 events at approved venues, and 4 of them have to be premier events. And that will move you up to stage 1. And stage 1, it's it sort of tells you what that's supposed to be, but these different things, like you may need to do some stage 1 stuff as a basic, and it doesn't really mean that you can't do them. You can, and it doesn't mean that you necessarily will have to do them, but you need to be ready to. So handling late players, understanding and knowing how to circumvent common Tom issues, having an event disrupted, and having issues with your staff. Handling issues with your staff is what is expected of a stage 1 professor. Organizer. And then a stage 1 judge, basic problem solving. That would be like handling issues with the game state, like minor issues. Best of 3 game resolution, like knowing what happens in a best of 3 in time and in top cut and how that differs, and there's some really weird rules about that. And then knowing the reprints and the erratas. And a lot of these for the judge come by playing, but you will usually think you know more than you do. So just be careful about that. And then stage 2, handling for organizer, handling major bystander and player disruptions, major Tom issues, and staff issues. And then TCG stage 2 would be major problem solving, like rewinding, fixing the game state, identifying cheating, and you'll have to. I think you actually have to have an interview, an in-person interview, to get a stage 2 rank professor, and you'll need to go to judge training. And to go from stage 1 to stage 2, you'll need to staff 12 events per year, 8 of those being premier events in your role. So you may be wondering what exactly is the difference between the 3, and it really is expectation, and that's basically it. I think you might get more points, professor points, which you can use at the professor store to get like a deck box or a notebook or a hat or a judge shirt or whatever. But other than that, it's really just what's expected of you. Like you don't have to be a stage 2 professor judge to judge a regional. It's just if you are known to the organizer, or you're known as a good judge, you could be a stage 1 judge and judge a regional. I guess you could technically be a basic, but you're more likely to be picked as a stage 2, I guess, but there's really not much difference other than what's expected of you. So currently there's just not a lot of difference between basic and stage 2, other than, because you can have a lot of experience and be basic, or you could get stage 2 pretty quickly without a lot of experience. So there's that. But those are the different stages of, or ranks of, professorship. And if you don't, within the first year, you need to make sure, if you're not up being to the next level, that you are at least getting yourself recertified if you're interested in keeping your status as a professor. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this has been helpful.